Jackie, you're really going to the last section.
I'm sitting here. Jackie, you can go later.
Seriously.
Jump.
Let's go with the video. Yeah.
I know, it's a tough hour actually. After 45 hours, you guys will be awake a little, right? We went through the same thing. But I think our session definitely will allow us to sleep. That much I can use. Students at the last bench come forward. Yes,
Last bench. Last bench again.
Very good afternoon, one and all. On behalf of Bharatiya School of Management and Entrepreneur Development, Bharatiya University, our respected director and my dear colleagues, Dr. Sridharan sir, Dr. Ramanujan sir, and other faculty members, I welcome the alumni of batch 1995. I have their profiles in my hand that not only talks about their achievements, but the one which stands as a promise of beginning your life from BSMED and where you will be after 30 years like them. You would have met elsewhere and parted, but you chose to be here, spending your time, valuable time and thoughts with your fellow teammates. We respect your time and your attitude. Thank you. So we'll have your super seniors are going to address you and then open up for a discussion with them. Ask what is in your heart, what is in your fears, how we are going to face your future, get it clarified. Because they have enough expertise to help you think clearly and map a life forward. So, as the first speaker, we have Mr. Abhijit, the Vice President and Automotive Sales in Bosch, recently celebrating his 30th anniversary. He after graduating from BSMED in 1995. So, he's technically, we were joking, he's married to BSMED. Sorry, Bosch. Mr. Abhijit graduated in Mechanical Engineering from Alumni University with a gold medal before qualifying for MBA from here. He had been in multiple roles across the value chain: production planning and control, materials management and inventory control, logistics, executive assistant to MD, product management, marketing, business unit head, and most recently into sales aspect. His career has taken him on deputations to Germany and the UK for 5 years. Mr. Abhijit is currently based out of Chennai for his current role, where he is responsible for automotive sales to customers like Mahindra, Ashok Leyland, Hyundai, Kia, Renault. I might be spelling so wrong. Alright, so this is a huge company that we know. And he is responsible for delivering annual sales turnover for about 7,000 crores to the Bosch Group. His wife is the CEO of a film startup in Bangalore, and his daughter is a postgraduate from University College London and works in biologics in Bangalore. His interests include music, traveling, keep abreast of the news, and supporting care for stray animals. I love that part very much. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for the lovely introduction. First of all, very happy to see so many of you here this afternoon to hear us speak, and your faculty has been kind enough to give us this time. They are spending their time with us, so never expected this, honestly. Really appreciate this. So I don't want to get into a long speech. We thought we'll have more of an interactive session where you could ask questions about AI or whatever is going on in your minds. So, like all of you know, I've spent 30 years in corporate. So I was just telling ma'am that I did not have a provisional certificate when I joined Bosch. It used to be Myco back then, or Motor Industries company. And I don't think they had background verification, checking all of that. I think after a month, HR called me and said, "Does your certificate?" So that's when I think I came back and got my provisional certificate to submit to the company. So now it's a lot more complicated. It's a background verification and all of that. So from then to where I am, 30 years, one company across functions across countries. So very happy to lend my experience to you. But then instead of going on a long speech that may or may not be relevant to you, I'm waiting for you to promptly ask questions about what you think you're worried about, or if you like to ask questions about what kind of career to take. So let me know. So wondering how we do this. We do like a panel discussion, or
you can start asking questions they want.
We'll introduce and we'll have
Yeah, let ma'am introduce our profiles.
right?
And then they can start talking. Yeah.
Okay. So you would like to introduce the others? Okay. So I come back.
Yeah.
Okay, let me introduce our alumni on stage. Madam Bharati Govindasamy is the Director, Health Clinical Platform Activist, and a seasoned program leader with over 26 years of driving enterprise transformation, PMO governance, and execution excellence. She leads KPI-based delivery across 9 business units with an annual portfolio of over 11 million euros, building high-performing global teams and quality-focused releases. Previously, she worked across healthcare, retail, and software service sectors. An impactful presenter and passionate leader, she is known for turning around complex initiatives and delivering business care. She is passionate about collaborating with user teams and creating impactful solutions that tracks success and benefits to the organization as a whole. A believer in building complementing teams, a part farmer and a part performing artist, she spends her free time in growing trees and theatre performances. And we have special news for you. Our students have created and we are working for us. Visit us, spend time with us. Introducing Madam Usha Lakshmi, she has 30 years of experience in teaching and over 8 years in the corporate. She is a mentor for entrepreneurship training. She loves dancing and excited with organizing events for her learning. You like to know more about that? And we have with us Mr. Sundar sir. He is the MD and Chief Executive Officer of TTK Services, where he oversees a portfolio of technology-enabled businesses spanning global mobility, virtual assistance, and real estate services. An engineer with an MBA in marketing, he has led the organization's evolution into a trusted global operations partner, building and scaling divisions such as TTK Global Mobility, Get Friday, Home Shikari, and TTK Visas. With over 2 decades of experience in service design, process excellence, and people-centric operations, Mr. Sundar is recognized for his disciplined leadership approach and his ability to create high-trust, high-performance service teams. Outside of work, he is passionate about biohacking, life sciences, coaching people, and exploring emerging startup ecosystems. Welcome, sir. And we have with us, proudly introduced to us as the last bencher and Michael Jackson of batch 1995, Mr. Jagadish. He's a highly accomplished and result-oriented executive with over 22 years of experience in business management, strategic planning and execution, leadership, managing resources, and budget. Proven people management, leadership skills, and good communication skills. He has led cross-functional teams and developed effective strategies to achieve organizational objectives. He recruits and manages staff, mentoring and training them to deliver the highest standards. I have his email ID, don't worry. He develops and manages sales forecasting, reporting and planning processes. He oversees the day-to-day operations of the business. He demonstrated skills in business development with a proven track record of success in partnering vendors and clients. And he built Interpro from $2 million to $20 million in 7 years. He has recorded $3 million revenue generation in the first year of CoolSoft, power of a class venture. So I don't have the profile of Chandrasekhar sir. So I understand that he's the chief manager of Bharat Petroleum. Alright, sir, please introduce yourself with more details.
Come on, sir.
Hi, everybody. I'll be the last person who will be standing here, but I didn't know that it will happen today. I studied here in Coimbatore for my graduation, and then I joined our MBA. Before that, after I completed my graduation, of course, I was working in Tamil Nadu. Then after that, I came for our MBA here in India. Then after Bharat, of course, we had a very good time at Bharat University. BSMED was like a heaven. I don't think anybody will refuse my statement or refute my statement. That is what BSMED. And in addition to that, after I completed that MBA, I was working in a America. Then for 1 year, then I joined Bharat Petroleum. So I traveled all over India, everywhere. And basically, I was into mostly operations, sales. Most of the time, I was in projects. So my expertise would be mostly in projects and projects, quality control, and quality management. And so this will be my area. I have not saved so much money like what Jackie is now saving around. Because when we go into our organization, we don't know how much we are saving. I said that only. You got it wrong. Okay, so it was very nice to come back. No, last time when I was standing, this is exactly the same venue. Our last class took place here. I don't know if you remember. Shankar was taking the class. By mistake, one lorry passed this way. I just turned to see it. He got wild. I still remember, I used to tell them, even after so many years, I should talk to him and I should tell him. But we need somebody like him. We need, the only way to go out of this office, this entire, the BSMED thing, you will understand. There's so many people, so many characters you will be seeing. So that is something which is a learning that you get here. So you might think, yes, he was very harsh. No, it is worse than this are there. People say there are situations that are there like that. So that is one point. And that was our last class, and we had a very good time. So if you want to have any questions or anything, you can contact us. I give my card. Somebody can even email me, contact me on whatever that you want. Even the internships, you can help out. So we are already doing that. Actually, so many people did the other from other colleges taking from place around Chennai. So because for us, you can do, even if you want, you can do it Coimbatore also. We can make some arrangements. We can help you out on that. Of course, your placements also we will see what is being done. Placements on top people are there. Sundar and Abhi. Not to worry about that. So anything you want, just feel free. You don't have to be, just feel free. Just you can ask anything you want. And anything, sir, we will be a most serious question or a most wonderful question is you can't be judged. Nobody can decide it. So you just have to ask a question. Whatever you think that you might think it might be helpful for you. You can ask simple. It might be very simple question which we'll try to learn this to answer it.
You should just ask them if there's any topic they're interested in.
You are interested in any topic that you would like to discuss today?
No, specifically no topics for us. What we had in mind was anything if it is even personal, it's fine with us, and it's okay. And even if it's personal, it's okay. Anything you guys can come out with us with our experience, we can try to help you. I'm not saying we're going to give you a solution right here, but we can try to help you whatever we can. The time that we have here.
So you, hi, this is Sundar here. So you actually have 180 years of experience sitting there. 30 years each, 6 people sitting there. 180.
I have 32.
Oh, okay. Student always has to disagree with something. So 182 years of experience. And in different areas, like he said, he is from operations, quality control projects. I have a background in entrepreneurship, in startups and technology. Abhijit comes from a operations and manufacturing background, so he has quality control and all these things. Jackie comes from HR and running a business, this development. Usha Lakshmi comes from an education background, so if anybody is interested in academics, following any of your professors, you could probably ask questions to Usha. And of course, Vara comes from a software development and project management background. So you have different theatre and dramatics. So there is a wide range of things we have done, and we have done many mistakes over our life also. So feel free to ask. You can, if you are shy to ask, don't hesitate to write on a piece of paper and just give it to us. We will read it and try to answer the question. If you feel shy to ask in English, don't hesitate to ask in Tamil. We all can speak Tamil.
Any language is fine.
Hello, hear me, ma'am? Yeah. What I would like to share here is, I'm a big Shah Rukh Khan fan, so our sort of कहना सही का गलत बाद में देखा जाएगा, okay? आपको right होना है, but you have to come out, right? If not here, where will we? Yeah. So this is a platform for you to just give out what you feel like. Okay, इधर आके एक लोग नानी कह रहा है, I feel this way. Is it okay? आपको right करना नहीं मालूम है, forget about it. But you need to come out. So I think that itself is half the battle won. So when you put forward your thoughts and you get enough help here, it's very easy. All you need to do is just come forward and tell us what is the requirement. Okay? So tapo right now, but we want you to communicate to us. We want you to share what you really want. Okay? Okay, Mama? A little louder?
One of these silence is because of one of these. Either eating too much or you're not eating. Stop being talk to us. Anything we can answer, like I said, we might not have answered, but we will try our best.
And also, this is the platform where all of us come with such empathy, you don't have to worry about it. We understand you, so don't worry about it, okay? So we know that because we've been there, yeah, I mean, it's very, sometimes we are frightened. It's okay, this is just us, right? So we won't be judgmental about anything for that matter, it's just us. So just they'll say, "Call ke bata dena." That's it. Avlana. We will take care of it. Okay. Okay, Baba.
Yes, I want to hear.
Yes.
Yes. So the who wants to ask? Any other question?
Very nice.
Here.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Kanisha. I'm a second year MBA with specialization in HR and Finance. Now you know the February, March we have to do internships and we are looking for, I'm also serving as a placement coordinator. We are looking for placement opportunities and internships. But whenever we apply in the LinkedIn or in the platforms, they always just ignore our resumes or don't reply to us. So what do you think will help us to get placed in companies? And another thing is I have interest in analysis also, like data analytics. I have done some projects in my industry. When I came across a course like data analysis with GenAI, I was like, whatever things I did in my project with using Power BI and Tableau, the AI is doing itself. Like for example, Julius and Mobile's AI are doing itself in its in the prompt. It is collecting the data, integrating it, and it's also analyzing it and giving us the solutions. So what do you think we should improve to get there?
Can you repeat your name?
Karnisha.
Sorry,
Karnisha. Karnisha.
Karnisha. Kansha. Karnisha. I got it right.
Yes,
Karnisha. Thank you, Karnisha, for your question. Very elaborate, but a good question. First, when you're applying online, either in LinkedIn or any other platform, it's very difficult to see your resume because the recruiter or the company which is looking for those kind of roles is getting about 2,000 resumes. And there is a tool at the back called an ATS which is looking for specific keywords. So there are AI tools online today which, if you are seeing a job profile, first take your resume and fit it to the ask. So there are platforms called Cloud and others, CLAUDE. Try to match your profile to what they are asking for and look for how much of a match you have and then apply for you to be selected by the tool. It's not humanly possible to look at these 1,000, 2,000 resumes and get your resume out. That's the first part. So what we strongly urge and what works for all of us, and I'm speaking for all of us, is create the ability to network. We are all here today. We are all your networks from now on. Please stay in touch with us. Please talk to other people also and stay in the network and be connected to people who are in industries or in companies where you want to work. If you're going after a corporate job. If you are on an entrepreneurship journey, you know who to connect to. So please ensure you develop those kind of networks. So for me, it's always important for you to stay connected to a network than to rely on a lot of tools for applying as well. Yeah. That's the first thing I will tell you. If you still want to go that route, please match your profiles to the ask and then apply. Don't blindly send a single resume to some 1,000 companies. It doesn't match. Nobody takes it like that, right? Your resume has to fit a profile. So try to look for that. The second part of the analysis that you were talking about, right? Today AI does a lot of that work, which is good. But where the true need is also in modeling those needs, in building those platforms. Those needs still exist. So if you want to slightly tweak your analysis abilities to how to suit what the requirement is today. Because these tools have already come up. They will analyze, they will give you all the results, you can ask it to match, you can ask it to compare, you can ask the data to be presented in a certain way. All that is possible today. Then you have to fine-tune what you can do, which the tool cannot do. Which means, can you give it more of the reasoning abilities? What other reasoning can you build? What other models can you bring in? That will be the answer. Yeah? Work towards that.
I just want to add another thing to the first point from I have as an experience in recruiting. I mean, all my life has been recruiting and HR and stuff. That's why I'm saying two things. What she said was the perfect. She hit the right on the right side. என்னன்னா முதல்ல அந்த LinkedIn or ஆன்லைன்ல இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் lot of them could be just for the sake of it. Could be just for the sake of it. So அதனால வெயிட் பண்ணணும் இல்லை. So you guys have to network more. Everybody is a network. Your brother, your sister, your friend, everybody is a network. And obviously you can get in touch with all of us, the professors, and all of them can help. And second thing, the more important thing is that each job, I mean your resume has to match each job. நான் ஏன் சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா as a junior recruiter, first உங்க resume வந்து junior recruiter எவ்வளோ போகும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணுவானா அவன் இப்போ look at the resume. All you do is control F and see Java இருக்கா, அது இருக்கா, இது இருக்கா, மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் இருக்கா, HR இருக்கா. அந்த keywords பார்ப்பாங்க. If it is not there, you will check that out. You will not even look at your resume, your qualification, nothing, unfortunately. So அதனால வந்து you got to tailor your resume for every job. And networking is the best way to go, basically. Online jobs are yes, and networking is the best way to go. Majority வந்து network பண்ண முடியும். வெளியில ஏதாவது அசோசியேட் மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஓடி இருக்கு, இல்லை ஏதாவது மீட்டிங்ஸ் எல்லாம் போயிட்டு you got to pay them to go and get also. அதுல சொல்றேன்.
You are placement coordinator, right? How many CVs you have recently for internship?
At least 4 to 5, sir. I applied to some of them with
We are application from the students. As a coordinator, எவ்வளவு profiles?
So how many of them have given the resume?
How many of you have got this?
Actually, the triple one is like 20 students are aiming for entrepreneurship, and we have got 90 resumes from them. 90 documents they have arrived.
What are they looking for? Just one small question. How many of you want to go into IT sector? How many of you don't want to go to IT sector? Raise hand, please. How many of you want to go to IT sector? Just raise hand.
நீங்கெல்லாம் நம்ம ஐடி போறீங்களா போலியா?
போறாங்க.
போறீங்க. All of you are going, no boys in IT.
ரெண்டு பேர் இருக்காங்க.
Okay. Two of you are interested. Okay. About 5 of them.
But only you have only 20. Okay. Okay. Now here, how many people are there?
120.
Here right now, 120 are there. So you will be having around how much? 10 people totally, or 20, 50 people, 20 people who want to go into IT.
Yeah, that's what we
You can give me the non-IT people. You can give me how much ever resume you want. I will go for internship for them.
Yes.
Can you give it now?
Yes, sir.
I don't want emails, hard copies.
Harnisha, he's saying if you give all the resumes that you have for people who don't want to go to IT jobs because he's in the oil sector, right? So if you can give him hard copy resumes, he will look at it and match for internship.
I'm not going for job. I'm only talking for internship. I'm only talking for internship.
So just we are still talking on
Okay, so maybe I'll clarify. Sometimes student thinks his voice is very loud, but people still can't hear him.
Yeah, right.
So just want to make sure that he is not fooling you, right? So whoever wants a non-IT job,
Internship, not a job.
yeah, the question was if they want a job, right? So please take a copy of your CVs and give it to Chandra before we leave today.
Hard copy.
So he can push and get you an internship. Okay, so
For as many as you can.
for as many as yeah, okay, Judah. Yeah.
Second year is done internship apply.
Okay. But now people, how many people want to go to IT?
Sir, I also did a certification course in project management. Actually, my UG is mathematics, BSMED, so I do have some interest in statistics. When I did that course, the project management, it was contained per 3 p.m. So I got some interest. if I want to enter in the field, in the project management field, where should I start?
What is your UG background? You are, I didn't hear. Okay. Actually, basically, if you want to go into, you for your line, I'm talking very specifically for you. Mathematics means you will be more into system based, meaning IT based. So if you want to go into project management, yes, you can. But the recognition in India with a mathematics background, not good. But if you apply abroad, directly, you don't have to worry. You have to just send your CV, say I have mathematics background, I don't technical, but I am interested in project management. Lot of opportunities are there. But if you can get at least 2 years experience anywhere in India in a construction field, if you are interested in project management, consider you are like a gold to the fellows who is sitting abroad. They will come and grab you. That's it. This is my way out for you. Otherwise we can put you in. We will try to put you in some place where we can accommodate in here itself. We can try that. But we will try. We can try. Definitely we can try. Then you can get your 2 years experience. See, your benchmark should not. If you are going into project management, that too with a mathematical background, you cannot be in India. You should not be in India. Your entire thing will be abroad. And a project manager, please keep it in mind. Your job will take you wherever it wants. I was in a place. In fact, since I was in a project, I was in a place. It was a sub-zero temperature, probably around minus 20 degrees. I had to stay there for more than 3 months, and the work will be 12 hours per day, and your morning breakfast will be before 6 o'clock. So such type of conditions you have to be conditioned. So you should be prepared, especially when you are abroad. So if you are prepared for that, yes, they will come and take you, and the remuneration also is very very high because here the field is actually dying. The construction, the infra field is dying. So it will be you people could really regenerate, and we can bring out the best in you. So this is my suggestion. We will help you out on that, not an issue. But why only one girl is standing up and no others?
One second, she wants to add something to it, please.
What is CPM of methodologies that you use for ascertaining?
They are not able to get it.
What is CPM architectural methodologies that you use to ascertain a critical path? How tasks can flow? For you, from a project management perspective, I would recommend there is a project management institution which is worldwide recognized. There are 2 certifications. One is from PMI, it's called PMP. Certified project manager from PMI. The institution is PMI. There is another called PRINCE certification. PMI is recognized in North America and all over the world. PRINCE is mostly recognized in Europe. You can do a project management certification to understand the basics. But like Churul was saying, it's always better to work in the industry for 2 years before you lead a project. Because having domain knowledge in whichever field you work in, because project management is a broad area that can cut across all industries, whether it's IT, whether it's manufacturing, whether you're going to be in automotive, any industry, every project that are which you can manage. Get a domain experience in one place and then flip it to project. That would be my advice. Yeah.
India.
So, good afternoon to all the super seniors. So, my name is Anush Aravan. Currently doing basic in MBA here. So, my question is like more of your experience. After completing MBA as a fresher, what are the expectations you had and what was the reality? Is there any skill like any gap?
Huge.
So, if anyone can. Now, after this, I also have more questions. First, you can answer.
Are you able to hear me?
I heard the
So-
question, everybody. Question.
Yeah. So the question was, what was the gap that you saw when you finished your MBA and joined the job? How was it? What was your expectation? What was the actual reality? So from my perspective, I think I did specialization in operations and marketing, sales and marketing. But I actually got a job in purchase through campus placement in Sterling, Ontario. When I joined the company, it was definitely something beyond my expectations. Because even before I joined there, I got a pay hike. So my first offer was something, but by the time I joined in 6 months, I was given a higher salary. And it was an age where it was a company that was growing, so it had very good HR practices. All through the 6 months, they kept in touch. They used to send you, how are you? So it felt very different. So I was really delighted to be joining their company. But once I joined, I realized that my actual core competency was not purchase. I didn't like it. So understanding what is your core competency itself takes time. If you're able to discover it during your MBA, great. Many of us don't discover it for our lifetime. In fact, I have hired so many people for customer support who come from engineering backgrounds, and they say, why did you join engineering? You completed the engineering, why did you waste those 4 years? My dad told me, my parents didn't allow me to join, and I don't think I like it. So you wasted 4 years, right? So discovering what you are good at, what is in technology. In BSMED, I didn't even step into the computer lab for months. I was scared of computers. I never used to touch computers. But in 2 years after I went out, my whole life was with computers. Today, even though I am not code, I can talk technology, I can read technology. Right? So it's very important for you to discover what is your core competence, your talent, and go after it so that you don't lose time. If suppose I discover that I'm good at this only at the age of 35, I've already lost 10, 12 years of my career. So please ensure that you are looking into what you are good at and work towards it. There will always be gaps. Even today, I see me learning to bridge the gap that is there for the position that I hold. AI is there. You got to learn. If you don't know how it works and how it will impact your business, you will be out of business. So a large part of my role is to predict what will happen in the future. As a CEO is to tell others what we need to prepare to be able to survive and grow in the future. Right? So I think don't worry about the gaps. Be always prepared to learn, and those gaps will keep filling in. You will discover new parts. Each time you go, there will be 2 roads. One road will be like tar road, very smooth. The other will be very thorny and bushy. But trust me, the thorny and bushy one will lead you to better success. Provided you have the ability to take risks. So that should be there in you. If you take that, you will definitely succeed.
Second question, ma'am.
No, I think anybody else wants to. No, that's okay. You are okay, right?
Yeah.
Let him ask second question.
Yeah, adding to what Sundar said, I mean, as he said, your learning curve should always be, it should be growing, it shouldn't be like falling down. And whatever you're doing, take the depth, man. It shouldn't be shallow, knowledge shouldn't be shallow. In the panel, go to the bottom, take the scratch of it, and then understand it thoroughly. Because, I'm an academician, a teacher, or whatever you can name it as. What I see is, if there is depth in your whatever your knowledge is, right? If there is depth, it clearly shows. It is clearly reflecting there, and I think it's going to take 2 or 3 minutes for your, the recruiter to understand the subject area. So whatever you know, you need to have the depth, right? Whenever I talk to my learners, I tell them, if you think too things you're good at, right? Forget about 5. If you're good in 2, the 2 should be strong. Okay, you can tell your recruiter, see boss, I know these 2, 3, I can learn. But on the resume shallow end, then we have a problem. It doesn't work. They will clearly see you through. So please, the depth of your understanding and knowledge is very, very important. And as he says, I second that, your learning curve, you always should be, improving your knowledge, upskilling yourself, because I still remember one of our professors, I think it was Rani, he said in business, change is permanent. Right? You need to upgrade yourself. Whatever be, and you need to unlearn to learn this. Keep your mind open, and next, again, I'm underlining that whatever you like to know or whatever is your knowledge or concept, please be strong in that. Okay? Don't take it for granted because people will definitely see you. Okay? Yeah, that's what I want to add.
In terms of depth, what I wanted to add is today, if you look at anybody working in HR in very large companies, when they come for interview, you ask how do you build the structure of a salary? Okay, offer letter. How are the components built? What is your PF? How is gradually computed? Most are I put it into my SAP and it throws out the offer letter. Right? That's what most people say. So which means their fundamentals are not strong. You can't have like I inputted something and I got a balance sheet or a P&L statement from SAP. How is it constructed is something that you should know. From there you use tools to make the work easy is fine. But if you don't know the fundamentals, you just cannot do it. Yeah, what's the next question?
So the next question will be more specific on HR. As the second year more will be HR specification will be there. So as a fresher in HR field, what can we expect when we are going inside a corporate institution? What can we expect? Like a job, as a job.
Yeah, but in general, I tell you, basically you need to be prepared. So that, basically, the main thing is to be prepared, go with the open mind, and absorb as much as you can. Yeah, I think you put you got to give a little bit back. If, for example, if I'm going to manage you, going to come and working for me, I can hand over you to a certain level, but I always keep telling my son, I can take the horse to the pond, but I can't drink for it. Yeah, so you have to put in your effort too, right? So now, like, at the end of the thing, you have to put yourself into it, which means you have to look for expertise outside of what, for example, you need to know. I have a description of 3-4 lines. You need to understand the description first. I have any keywords in the I might give you the job and but I'll put it in a part. You have to do the research and get back to you because I cannot spend too much time with you. Otherwise, that's why I have you working for me, right? So otherwise, you have to take responsibility. Taking responsibility from the day one is very important. To the extent that you need to take. You don't have to overstep or whatever it is. But you need to read it and learn. Keep an open mind as much as you can absorb that response. And you should be okay. You can go with the flow and you need to look at the environment obviously. You know how things are. You cannot have, as an HR, you cannot have a personal opinion on people. You got to follow that right and say, okay, fine. As an employee, I will handle it. Personally, I don't care for it. As an employee, I handle it. So certain things you have to include in your what do you say, literally. As you grow, it's going to get worse. Politics and all those things are going to get worse, and you're going to be in the middle of that as an HR. So, otherwise, you should be able to get it more. So, you have to answer like that.
There is a complete talent life cycle. Talent life cycle, there is an acquisition phase, talent acquisition, which is your right to that's where it starts. Then there is a talent engagement, where you have to ensure when the employee is in the company, how do you plan their benefits, their allowances, the reward system that we're going to do, the recognition mechanisms that we're going to have in the company. So there is a talent engagement. And then when the employee has to separate what are the policies, what are the benefits that they will get when they are separated. Then there is the regulatory and compliance aspect of HR, which is very important. Right? In India, every company, irrespective of factories, comes under the Factories Act. So you need to know what are the legals and compliance aspects of how an employee has to be in a company. As a fresher, please prepare all this. This will be good for you to know, irrespective of the role or the department within HR where you are going to function as an overall piece. And of course, post separation, how do you keep in touch, how do you attract more talent, that whole cycle will continue. So for you, it will be good to know the entire life cycle and prepare at least to know what each part of the life cycle is. And be very clear about the regulatory and compliance aspect. There is also a huge shift in the way HR is changing in large corporates today. With a large part of cost reduction, the number of employees in HR who are taking care of people in the company are reducing. So it means you have a lot of tools, automation and processes which are in place, which you have to work with as well. So you need to know either a PeopleSoft or a Workday or a tool like SAP that you may have put in the company to handle the entire enterprise. So you need to know what are those tools which are working in the company as well. These will give you an edge to look for a job in HR.
Actually, the one difficulty that we are facing, the second-year students is, most of them, they want a HR kind of job. And we had 2-3 companies coming in, Roots also, they want marketing. And these students are all shying away from that. None of them are giving the names for even to companies like Roots. I was very surprised.
Is it due to passion and love or
I don't know.
Why did you choose HR?
why choose HR?
Why did you choose HR? Yeah.
That's important.
Like, I can answer why I choose. The thing is, I like to handle people. Like, I have a good, I feel that I have good communication. I think my friends will accept that. And also, I like to try to solve problems. If any problem or any conflicts arise, I try to make. Normally, I don't like conflicts. I try to make peace with everyone. This is in general, but why HR means when I did my completed my UG, I felt I needed MBA. During MBA, before MBA, I started thinking HR will be like a good choice for you because handling people is good for. I thought it will be my place. Even marketing, I felt I can't go, but it was my most preferable or the thing which felt good inside me.
Characteristics of marketing person too.
The thing is,
Okay, let me start off like this. Okay, me personally, I started as a marketing basically. I MBA முடிச்சிட்டு I started a company called Polaris, where I was hired to get what do you call projects and banking company, IT banking. So IT projects banking is good for but fortunately for me, again, like Sundar said, the path took me somewhere else. Until a point, obviously they thought I would be better than somebody else also. That's where they took me in. After that, I was body shopping, and HR. Kind of, they moved me into that because they thought I had good communication and I can connect to people and I can close deals. Simple. I can do the same thing here. I can recruit a guy, I can talk to him, I can convince him, I can close him. I can talk to a client, I can convince him, I can close him. It's just a matter of company or a person. Right? When I say company, you're dealing with one ABC. It's not a company, it's a person there that you're talking to there also. So these are similar. I mean, obviously, you guys have to choose HR or marketing. It's your core personal liking basically, but they are similar. Like I said, you have to connect with the people. Connection. Yeah. that's important in both marketing and HR too. Because HR operating is a resume thing, you're not going to get best of guys. You've got to be connected to people. I have to call them, I got a profile, I got or I got Judah, or I got somebody, right? The probability of them giving me one of the best resumes is higher than they get it from internet or any other source, advertisements or any other source. So everything is again connection. Because HR marketing is similar. You're meeting people, you're communicating, you're closing. Simple. But I mean, not only you seem to be a huge innovator.
So, aviation and logistics.
So you can choose that also, but because you look like you made up your mind on HR, because everybody is oscillating these answers for them. These are similar paths. Both are what you call pension party level, debate. You've got to close numbers here, you've got to close people here, whatever it is. Remuneration wise, things could be different. Marketing could be way better. So these are things which you have to analyze for yourself and make a sense.
See, how many of you want to join HR? Tell me this. Okay.
In this group, people are analytics and mathematics and HR.
Analyst entry ஆக முடியும். ஆனா my goal is HR analyst. So HR analyst at least 3 years experience வேணும். So HR executive employee analyst போகணும். And for that also we need a data analytics skills.
No, but let me, okay, why HR? Okay.
And I was into a corporate where I did my HR intern in Algebra Capital, where it was really so comforting. Post that, I also did my marketing intern, which was also a troublesome, where they gave me targets to hold people, where I couldn't hold targets. Each and every
HR didn't have targets?
No, maybe a lot of people need a job.
Okay, you are a comfortable HR job.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Okay, you are a comfortable HR job. Okay, but that's for sure.
I also did 5 to 6 HR interns. And for that, I also felt HR also had targets. All those were able to.
Before you decide, I would suggest for everybody who is deciding, if you want, like you rightly said, if you can get a marketing internship, try it out because the one you got might have been the first of the places that you will like. To be the best place for somebody else, but it might not have fit you. Right? So if you can try another marketing or any other job for that matter, right? Before you make up your mind about it. Looks like 100 people are here, for example, and 60 of your resumes for HR is, I don't know, but maybe the HR teacher is good, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Probably right. Maybe that's probably the reason. Yeah.
I just want to add. I'll come to that. I remember my first interview in all of you know previous group. Yes. My first interview was in previous group, and I went there to interview for a marketing executive. I studied marketing and production in BSMED, and I went to interview for a marketing executive job to sell customized software. That was my first job. So when I was in the interview, there was an IIM HR manager in the interview panel along with the leader of that department who was interviewing me. She was my first boss. Her name is Brinda. She's still in touch with me. During a later conversation, I asked her, why did you select me? You had so many people. I always ask people when they select me for a role, why did you select me? Right? My first job. I asked her, why did you select me? She said, Ramki asked you a question. Ramki was the HR leader at that time. He asked you a question and I was very impressed with your answer. So I said, what was the question that I answered so impressively? Yeah. I didn't remember. So I asked her, what was that question? So she said, he asked you, you said you're coming to a marketing job because you love people. So you should have been in HR. Why did you come to a marketing job? And you said, Ramki, to be in HR, I must have empathy for people, not love for people. Love for people means I love interacting with people. I get energy when I'm doing something that I love. I drain energy when I don't love what I'm doing. That is one of the things that people all notice when you are actually doing something. If you are smiling, if it gives you energy, if you look forward to going back to it, it is a talent you have. If you feel like you don't want to get up, you are procrastinating, you are postponing that job, it's draining your energy, you don't want to meet that person, it means your heart is not there, you're not interested in that. This is a very simple barometer that all of you can have to understand what you really like and don't like. So if you have a confusion of marketing and HR, think about how empathetic you are to people. That will give you a good measure. That's the first part. Second is the energy. What energy drives you? If the energy that drives you is when you're doing an HR job, you're naturally suited for that. Go for it. There's no harm. That's what I would recommend.
And I do have one more question. I did recently speak to a TA. Like, she did tell me that adding, like when you're doing an internship, you're just adding +1 to your resume. And doing a course, you're adding +4 to your resume. Is that doing an internship just adds +1 to our resume?
No. It's the other way.
I will tell you it's the opposite. Internships actually train you on how you can be in a job. And it will also, internships are also like falling in love. You don't have to marry the guy. You don't have to marry the girl. Right? Internships make you understand whether you are suited for something that you have signed up for. So please use it like that. Yeah? You don't have to be working in the same field. It makes you understand where your skill sets and where you are poised to grow. So you can go towards that.
And something more, when we are going to an interview, they don't consider internship experiences. They do ask real experiences, like have you ever worked there for full time? They don't even consider this internship experiences. Why do they do so?
No, that might be a unique case, not everywhere.
No,
That might be
actually,
a very unique case.
the way that you have to talk about an internship is in two ways, right? What did you learn in the internship? How did you operate when you were working in that internship? And what was the impact you created out of that internship? When I say impact, for example, if you say, I was in HR and I was working with the talent acquisition team, and during my internship, I recruited 6 specialists who had to join this team. And I had to find these specialists with a certain specific skill, and this is how I went about it. That's an experience we value. Because you're telling me very clearly that you're capable of doing this job. And by looking at how you have done it, I get a sense of how you thought about solving that problem. Right? So most of us write, I did this internship in so-and-so area in this company. That's all we write. We don't write about what is the change that you created inside that company. Yeah, what did you do? What did you offer? How did the company benefit? How did you benefit? What did you learn from that internship? Come up with those things when you write about your internship in your resume, or you talk about it. When you talk about it in your interview, talk about it impactfully. Talk about what you did.
The key achievements have to be in the resume for sure. Like I always say, the resume is the first thing that gets you to the in front of the recruiter, right? Resume is கொஞ்சம் extra, basically. சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு internship பண்ணிட்டு அப்படின்னா என்ன அச்சீவ் பண்ணுறீங்க? ஒரு அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் has to be there. நான் போய் பண்ணி உட்கார்ந்தேன், நான் வந்தேன் 9 to 5 உட்கார்ந்தேன். Who are you, basically, right? Between the 9 to 5, what did I do and what did Bharat சொன்ன மாதிரி கம்பெனிக்கு என்ன கிடைச்சது, எனக்கு என்ன கிடைச்சது? That is what I am more interested in, right? As like, if I want to hire you, I am more interested in what you can do for me. And obviously what you have learned from that. Yeah, because tomorrow you go with me, it's like, you need to know. Yeah, he knows in and out. Watch the thing you which he knew in the second year, third year itself. Because he put in that kind of an effort and everything there. You grasp as much as you can information about anything and everything around you.
I just want want to add, Abhi is very distinguished. 30 years in God, he is the only VP level guy in the whole country.
Yeah.
First and foremost. The whole of India, they are calling him. Huh? So you have to really give it to him.
Yeah, we're lucky to have it here today.
I don't know, being older to Priya. Okay, so I just want to add to, like, I'm sorry I didn't get your name. So,
Tejashwini, sir.
so the way corporates recruit is going to change dramatically. The new labor code has come about. And what we've been, if I were to graduate today, I don't think I would get a permanent job with the potential to work for 30 years. And there'll be very, very few companies that probably would give you that kind of opportunity. A lot of what we are talking about, people work and fixed term contracts. So people might say, we'll take you for 2 years because we don't know what's going to happen after 2 years, right? So in the last 5 years during COVID, companies went bust. A lot of hospitality, the hospitality industry went bust, restaurants closed and all of that. Then the last few months, I don't know how many of you are watching the news about automotive sector. We had a crisis of sourcing semiconductors, next period crisis as it's called. Sometime back, China controlled barrels that you need for practically every automobile in some way or the other. So because of the unpredictability, I doubt if corporates can sign up for permanent employment like they did when we came out of BSMED.
Sorry, I don't think, I don't want to refute that, but even when Washington hired Abhijit, I don't think they took him for 30 years. They took him because he was good, and he proved time and again to be there for 30 years. It was on him. It is on you. Okay, the company obviously might go bust, or somebody, the manager might not like you and all these things, but if you are good enough, and you're, அவருக்கு சொல்லுவாங்க, you put a word on the continuous learning. Now is the era of continuous learning. Because நாங்கெல்லாம் வந்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து 2 + 2 is equal to 4 அப்படின்னா புரிஞ்சு போச்சுட்டு. But now you guys have to go through a lot more to keep yourself up to the market. The market is changing every, while we were coming in the car, we were discussing the last Sundar Photodanga, because he's currently in the CEO and he's in business again. For last 20 years, the last 2 years, it's keep changing every few seconds. So every 6 months, it's very rapid. 20 years is stagnant, last 2 years, like every month, it's changing. So you guys have to be up to date and be prepared for the market. When I say the market, the company, the friendship, anything for that matter.
So what I wanted to say, I mean, 2 things. Be open for multiple functions. Because you are not going to end up as an HR professional at the end of your life. Right? So be open for where there are opportunities. And depends on what you want. If you say, I want a job, and that's my center of gravity, look for a job first. And then you can say, okay, is it in the location of my choice and all the rest of it? And if everything works, then you say, okay, do I get into HR? Because now the CHRO of Bosch, who retired about a year ago, he was in technical plant management. He was getting quality for most of his life. The last 10 years of his career he spent as CHRO in Bosch. So the new person who is coming from ABB, and he is also been to multiple functions. So there is no, let me say, there is no lift that you can just say it's HR and you go and add there. So this is what I would say. The other thing is be open to different business models. The business models are evolving, and be open to these and work 2-3 years. I mean, I worked for 30 years, but I'm not telling my daughter to stay for 30 years in the same company, right? So be open to it. So look for different functions, different business models, and I mean, if they will keep it just wait. So you could try both and then take it home. 6 months in Bosch, we say you need 6 months to know what's left and right. So you need at least 2 years to 3 years to cut your teeth and really get a hang of, okay, do I like something that Sundar was saying? Do I really like one or the other? And please don't be too fixed because you will never know. And because academia today does not connect that much with industry, so you only have a perception of what is HR, what is marketing, what is sales. But every company has its own definitions of these functions. And what one company calls sales, another calls business development, another calls marketing. So you never know. So unless you really try it out, you will not know. So be open to it. And the more functions you change, the more is your value, not just in one company, but elsewhere also.
Just the math of 70% of the class wants to be in HR is totally loaded against all the HR people. Right? What are the odds that you will get a job? The best 10 people in HR will probably get good jobs in HR. The rest will be stranded. So I think you need to really look at the empathy part versus the love part versus the need to get a job and be open to different things. And I think only when you experiment you will know what you're good at. So if I were you, and let me also honestly share that if I hadn't chosen a job vacancy for purchase, probably I wouldn't have got campus placement because the rest of them were very good at marketing. I wasn't as good. Because I chose purchase, I got a job in campus placement and got in and then figured out the way, right? So always getting the first job, the first break is more important than saying, oh, I want to be stuck on HR, I want to be. If there are no jobs for HR, what are you going to do? But there are jobs awaiting for sales and marketing. Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? And let me tell you, AI will not kill sales and marketing.
Yes.
AI may kill half of HR. A lot of automation is happening in HR.
Let's not add. See, you are doing HR. Now tell me, you liberate something. People, you go into an organization, which is the most valued department. Which will be the most valued department? Sales. It will always be sales. That is where you get maximum. Now tell me how many, you take all the CEOs, just check out what will be their background. Are they?
Marketing.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Let her talk.
I'm not sure, but every CEO has got a marketing question.
Why? Anybody can say that this question. Why only marketing people want to come up? Network. That is simple. Network. What network? Network or network? No, network is only secondary. What is the primary motive? Profits. He is the fellow who is bringing you the revenue. Through him only everybody is getting their salaries. Through him only he is developing the company. Everything happens because of the income that is coming into your organization. Now tell me, HR man, what role he can play in that? He can only maybe he can recruit the best people. That's it. I'm not trying to refute that. I'm not telling that HR is bad. I'm telling you who is going to give you the maximum value. Who's going to give you the better leverage for an organization? Which department can give? Simply think about it. Because today you go into HR. Okay, let us say you go into HR. You grow, yes. To what extent you can grow? There will be a point where it will get standard. Unless otherwise you shift your focus from HR and going to the other departments like finance, production, or maybe you go into marketing, sales. So when you go into that, yes, it will change. Yes.
Okay. One thing we want to be very clear is we are not trying to say marketing is better than HR and HR is better than something like that. All we are trying to say is get into different positions, different businesses. Try what is best for you. Make your heart and brain align together, and then go for it. Okay? We're not saying
Don't
HR is
get
bad.
focused only on not only that. Don't get focused only on marketing.
Correct.
Don't get focused only on HR. Don't get focused only on finance. You just keep your mind open. Accept whatever is coming to you. First you do that, and then later on you can try to develop, adapt and evolve.
Yeah. Anybody else wants to ask a question, please? Sorry, Kana. Hey, forget about it. Hey, what's
But I'm not sure whether my question is correct in this forum.
awesome.
There is no right or wrong question.
Yeah.
Since you are from BPCL, I'm asking.
Okay.
So, it is my dream to work in oil industry.
Really good.
As a mechanical maintenance engineer.
Student loves you already.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
you put it on. I'm going to call you.
Okay.
I want to get into as a mechanical maintenance engineer. So I have completed my BE mechanical engineering from Government College of Technology.
Hey. Yeah, you got 2 votes already.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, all of you are my enemies, okay?
Especially as we go.
So the only difficulty I am facing, I have been searching for job in this maintenance field, but no one is ready to offer job for freshers.
Okay.
In this maintenance field, mechanical field. Since my engineering, I was searching for job. I couldn't find any job in this maintenance field. I could find in design, in quality I could find in safety, but not in this maintenance.
Why you want maintenance?
I am interested in working with engines.
Like you working in
Engines.
engines?
Yes.
Which engine?
Any engines.
Mechanical. I mean, the automobile engine or any engine?
Like I am interested in boilers, refrigerators.
Before children get it, you want to be in mechanical equipment, you want to work, right?
Before children can give you a specific answer, I'll give you a general answer. அவங்க எல்லாரும் சொன்ன அதே ஆன்சர் தான். ஒரு டிசைன்ல கலக்கிட்டா you have to go in and find your way into where you want to go.
But I could feel that design is something else.
No, not necessarily. சுகர் சார்
ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம்.
நாலு
டிசைன்ல வந்து ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ் கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா that means you are great.
ஆமா. You're good.
Nobody will get design at the first attempt. You take it from me. Maintenance is the first job any graduate engineering training will get. Maintenance is the first job.
So,
They will put you only maintenance, then only they will need to design. You are getting design directly. That's a great thing.
Get it move.
Vacancies are available.
So try it.
Try, no?
Try. See what
But tell me what is in your mind very clearly. One word you just
Or what is job open getting? Job getting. Very good. Job getting.
make sure passion for machines is
So what's the reason they don't take for maintenance engineers?
is there a reason?
see the reason is most
They
of
are
the
asking for experience.
yes, because it is really a complicated situation. Only a person with experience can handle it. When I went to the workshop in TNPL, when I joined as a maintenance engineer, the person who was working there, is 10 times more than my, his experience was 10 times more. 10 years more than my age. So you just imagine, will he teach you? He will not teach you. You have to be there with him. He is just an ITA person, and not even ITA. Maybe he is be a skilled, only by experience he's come inside. But we went with, as engineers, we went with someone. Okay, he will not teach you anything. You have to be there, patiently you have to wait. It will take years. That is why maintenance engineers are more valuable. Because they know, they are waited, they are come through this process. So that is the reason why maintenance engineers are only experienced people they take.
Got the answer?
Yes.
Okay. No question, right?
One only, be open. Enter the light and switch to it.
The reason I took MBA is that I couldn't get into that field. That's the reason I took MBA.
No, but
That whether it's design or quality or anything else, yet not because of MBA. I'm saying design quality also you can get it and then.
You got to get the door open, get into into the company, and once you hit there, the probability of getting into your favorite place is much higher than not getting into it at all. Correct? You might end up designing all into a life also, but once you're not yet immediately, so now nobody opens the door. But out of which two of them said commit for design. You could have gone there and maybe got into that in a different role. Now you're standing outside. You're not able to any of those things.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is George and John from the batch of 1995. Big hello to all the BSMEDs. I'm here with my wife and she's taking some pictures. I'm sorry, my vision is very poor, so I'm trying to see everybody, but I can see a few of them. I'm based in Botswana, which is next to South Africa. So I'm running a small business there. So when Usha said we're having a small get together, I decided, come what may, I will come. So it's been a long journey. I'm sure many of you are aware that all the flights in India are cancelled and all this. So we landed in Chennai. And then we had booked a flight from Chennai to Cochin, it was cancelled. So we had to take a cab and go all the way to Cochin.
You drove all the way to Chennai?
Yeah. No, like, that was my resolve. Come what may, I will come to BSMED. So that's all about me. If you want to ask me something about this institute when we studied, you're most welcome to ask. What's that? That's what I said, okay? Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. By chance, I became an entrepreneur. Okay, so I used to jokingly say, Andu is not here, Usha's husband, we all studied together. I can talk.
Yes, you're loud enough.
Yeah, I'm loud enough. So, jokingly, me and Anbu will say, jokingly we used to say, yeah, jokingly me and Anbu used to say, we are the only people who did justice to the world. We were last in the class, so we chose the last two letters, entrepreneur government. So both of us became entrepreneurs, and we feel we have done some justice to that name. So, and if you were asking about entrepreneurship, well, I'm not a big entrepreneur or anything. I think the main mantra for success is passion. You should have passion. Okay? I want to tell all the youngsters who are sitting here. When you start something, when you do something, the most important thing, me and my wife always discuss this. All of us are Indians. We got a problem. We are always after money. And we don't create wealth. So I'm sure you guys know money is just a part of wealth. So always try to create wealth. Money is just one part of it. And money, you can put a value to that. But for wealth, you can't put a value. I'm sure some of you want to be entrepreneurs. Please remember my humble words. Have passion, try to create wealth. It's a very hard journey, I can tell you that. It's very hard. But it'll pay off in the end. It will definitely pay off in the end. Do you have any questions for me? Anybody, come, I want to see you guys talk.
Yes. He's come all the way from the
Guys sitting here. George is one person who doesn't like to do what he's doing right now. He never does it. Or rather, he never did it.
You have a couple of
Now, he is a change person. See where God has taken him. Where BSMED was only a benchmark. It was only a stepping stone for his great success. Okay? And he was the only guy who got selected to Alumni Industry Corporation. So, you know, great. Please, make sure that. What do you want to ask?
I went to the restroom during your lecture. I went to the restroom during your introduction.
Sure.
I heard that you are from, you come from Botswana.
Hey, you're from, where are you from? Oh, she's my whole girl. Where?
I stay in Gaborone.
Where in Gaborone?
West. You?
Pakalane. Yes. Wow, what a great surprise. Lovely. So Alumni, BSMED. Now we are still in Botswana. Am I right? You're doing first year or second year? Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Guys, rules on the floor. We need to hear the conversation.
Sure.
Yeah, we can speak
No. I'm not that good at cell phone now. No matter what, how are you,
He's not good at Tamil either. Okay? He's not good at Tamil either.
No. Yeah, talk. You people are good at talking. Yeah. No, you are. Yes.
Yes. What's the name of your company?
Critical Hope. Critical Hope Pty Limited. Now you would know it's in Pakalane. Yeah.
What is it? Do you have your company from the world?
My business, that's it.
Yeah, what's the business?
No, we make steel window frames and door frames. They won't understand that, but you will understand that. Okay, something like that. What you see. No, steel, only steel. Yeah, only steel.
Just from the day I knew him, he's always minded his own business.
Sure. That's wonderful. You can take down my number. If you're good at management, you'll remember that. You know the Botswana code? 72302208.
You just ran over.
So let's start starting from now. So I think we open the call.
So you minus one, you can do.
Yes.
It's such a big surprise. It's such a big surprise. 72302208. One day I just came from this. Yeah, sure. Open. George.
George and John.
Yes.
George and John.
My pleasure. Yes, there's a smart girl who's come forward. Guys, no questions.
Anyone?
She came all the way from Botswana to be a leader. Ask something. What's your name?
Get up, guys.
Come on now.
Sir, I'm
No, George.
George.
Yes.
I'm Muslim.
What's where are you from?
I am from Europe.
Europe, good. So, which is your field of specialization?
I'm actually a first year student.
Good. Okay, so you go to specialization. What do you want to be? I mean, why did you join MBA?
I'm going to the investment and research.
Great. So you learn the basics from young.
No, my basics are from commerce.
Commerce and is comfortable to learn the basics from
Yeah.
Right. So what prompted you to become an industry writer? You learn
Any questions? Anybody else? Any questions? The girls, boys?
Well, you know what happens? Money is just a part of wealth. Huh? Money will come, don't worry. I know why you think that. I thought the same. But I will join. Later, you like it. That's why I'm trying to tell you. You get it? Sometimes. Ladies, girls, sorry. Nobody. Look, listen. Usha, I need your help.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Come in.
No, nobody has got any.
No, you don't need any help.
Yes,
Go.
yes,
You can just walk for anybody.
Really, they won't talk to me.
No, they
Guys.
they are like us, they want you too.
Sure, thanks. They are like you. Everybody
Yes,
is fine.
go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. Yes, George.
Here we go.
Again, you.
Yes, please, introduce yourself.
Whatever questions I wanted to ask, I asked.
You asked. So the experts were there. Sure.
Why did you start your company and
Oh, yeah. Why did you offer me a job, man?
No, I was not as intelligent as this guy.
Nah, come
I
on.
had to run into this place. Okay, the reason my relatives were there, so I was working here in Madras in Chennai, Alumni. So then I went to Botswana, I worked for a company, then a few of us together we moved from that place and started the business. Then eventually being a true Indian, I bought out everybody. That's how, I know, like it's called destiny. You get me? But then I worked very hard to be where I am. I'm not there, but I'm somewhere. I'm not nowhere. Anybody else?
Good eye. Hold up. That's it. Nobody has any question. You made that so clear, guys. Once. You guys are very clear
There's something.
about your future.
Where are you from? Also, George. There.
On the mic. Hey, bud, on the mic. Maybe speak the mic.
Thank you so much for this chance. My name is Fred from Kenya, and I'm happy to know you. And I'm also happy to know that you started dancing in Botswana, and also that you are a entrepreneur. I have 5 years in sales and marketing before I came for Nairobi. Yes. But working 5 years there, I've learned a lot. I want to start my business and go back to my country. My question is, one, I want to venture into manufacturing. Basically, I have identified a field, a niche market in organic foods. Organic foods, because mainstream land manufacturing business has big giants of fish competing with them is very hard. I want to focus on niche market because of lifestyle diseases like cancer, diabetes, arthritis, and all that. Which such like diseases, when you combine with the right foods, people can mitigate and reduce the easily pattern of certain diseases. Now my question is, I've already written a business plan. I already have a business plan for this, and it's going to require around 1 million energy. Basically, to launch a small manufacturing plant and the rest. How should I go about it?
Are you talking about finance or are you talking about setting up of the business? Business. Because India is very famous for horticulture products. You know that. I don't know whether one of you know that. It's one of the
largest exporters of flowers in the world. Kenya, they've got a massive horticulture industry there. Okay? So, do you have your own location or, do you have the capital?
So I have
That's fine. Walk into any bank and say, this is what you're interested in, they'll finance you. Okay? You need the fixed capital and you need the working capital. So, okay, working capital is easy to come by. And the business that you're entering into is the highest business, you know that. It's the highest high return business. Anything to do with flowers, horticulture, all those things.
and small business like SE, land, like processing, learning.
So, yeah, again, it's a risky business. Because it's a very short product. Right. So you have setbacks, and I want you to have setbacks. You know what? Then only you will learn. So if everything goes smoothly in the beginning, then you will never learn anything. You get me? So just, as I said, you should have that intense passion. I will make it a success. If you don't do that, you're not going to reach anywhere. You are your own teacher. You decide your destiny. You get me? Right? Contact you, will guide you. You get it? All the very best. Enjoy. See, smart guys ask me questions. Nobody.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, all of you.
No.
Yeah, and on behalf of you guys, I'm going to ask our entrepreneurs something. George and Sundar, right? Yeah? Entrepreneurs from BSMED, guys, you guys should be very proud of them. I always give them as, my real life examples, Sundar and George. I keep telling my learners, entrepreneurship is not easy, the journey is not easy. You need the guts, right? And you need the right innovative, the motive to come or take a product and go on or service, whatever. But you need to have that guts to do it. Hats off to my dear entrepreneur George and So I want to ask them, what is that we want to tell our future entrepreneurs? I'm sure in future we cannot continue a year after, a few at least will come out with their own business, right? So I would like to take their advice, right? What did they face and what is that they would like to share with budding entrepreneurs? Yes, both of you, yes.
I'm from Africa. No, business knowledge is the same everywhere. Whether it's Africa, US, India, wherever, it's the same. As I said before, I don't know how many of you are interested in starting a business or you want to work somewhere. Whether you're working, whether you're starting your own business, there's one simple principle: passion. Whether you're working, you should have passion. And we all did this mistake. When, remember, a lot of companies used to come here to recruit us for, what do you call that thing? Campus recruitment. So we all used to say, those days, that company is offering 5,000, this company is offering 7,000, another one is offering 10,000, another one is 15,000. So everybody was looking at the 15,000 company. There was nobody to advise us. We thought, if we start at a higher salary, we'll become better. No, it doesn't work like that. So that's why I said in the beginning, if you have passion, even if you start in a company, of course there's 5,000 bucks, you can work your way up, provided that passion is there. So when you guys, companies come for recruitment, don't think that, oh, the company that pays the highest salary is the best company. No, there's nothing like that. It all depends on each company. But it doesn't matter what job you get into. If you work hard, you will get results. That's for sure. There's nothing to hold you back.
So, I think what I love about entrepreneurship is that you are probably the master of your own destiny, right? You can chart your own course. You are not just following somebody else's path, but that path is very, very difficult. While I may stand very successful or fairly successful today, the path has been very, very thorny and a lot of difficulties. So one
Yeah. She is our
Better half.
Better half.
Yes.
She's our guest of honor.
Thank you. Let's take it. The first executive, all of us have.
Yeah, it's done. Somewhere.
You want to block my papa? It's okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go for that.
Am I going to just share a selfie like that?
Another guy. Huh? Another guy. Another
Just a small word. Thank you so much for being here. 30 years. Every time we MBAs, like my batchmate, every time we plan to go out to AW or Mookie, that's how we plan. But this batch student, they plan it, come here, spend time with all the students here. Let this moment be not be just coming here and going back, but let us have mean business. And I'm really so happy that all of you had meant business. You all came here to give something back to the students. And we are at a crossroad here. The second years are going out and the first years are just coming. So whatever information you get, keep learning. Be open-minded. See, that's what I was saying, that I find it very difficult to place these students because they're not HR oriented and they are given the correct answer. So I think hereafter I will not find it difficult in placing you all. And at the end of the last semester, all of you are going to get placed in a suitable position. That is what all of you should gain and keep on learning, which is very, very important. Money is not important, wealth is important. And that is why it's supposed to be here. So thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. And to be selfish also, I will continue you for the access, the flagship journal. Yeah, I'm sure you lost in Mara and Rohit have already been into access and they were like pillars of the access. You can see the many types of access. So I'm sure all of them will again contribute. And from Botswana, I'm very, very happy to, because you came for this purpose. It's amazing. Really. Once again, thank you so much.
I think on behalf of our BSMED here, love you for the way you guys participated. I think it was very interactive, and I'm sure we did justice for whatever we are here for, guys. Hope we did it. Yes, yeah. And please try to reach us if you need anything. I'm sure, definitely, as Ma'am said, you will be placed. And again, one of my favorite Shah Rukh Khan's dialogue. जब किसी चीज को अपने दिल से चाहते हैं तो पूरी कायनात उसे ढूंढने में रहता है. Mara translation, please. Yes.
The universe will conspire to get what your heart truly desires. The universe
I remember when we had, it was a CEO, it was Vara ma'am, it was Kishobiyani, it was Vara ma'am who was translating all the questions into it. And this is what she did today. She was the one who was translating the questions and explaining to Kishobiyani. Yeah. And again, you're here for that.
It's always the knowledge of
Yes. And I think maybe we can proper you